Salutations everybody, it is Matty here, and Fallout 76 may very well be encountering its worst issue yet. Like, we've gone through Fallout First, we've gone through some broken patches. This very well may be the worst the game has seen, and it's been out for over a year. Fallout 76 has a gigantic hacking problem. It does not have a proper anti-cheat system outside of reporting players. That is really bad. Because as we'll talk about today, even Halo Reach, which just came out about a week ago, has a anti-cheat system, yet Fallout 76 has yet to fully implement one, and hackers are taking full advantage, adding crazy things into Fallout 76 like NPCs, as well as even the Pridwin from Fallout 4. Yes, Fallout 4 assets are being taken and dropped into worlds in Fallout 76. Now, obviously, if you're in maybe a private world, which you can only get through the Fallout First subscription program, this wouldn't be that bad because it's in your own self-contained world, but this is happening to players on public servers. So what we're going to be doing today is going through an article on Kotaku.com, which I will have linked in the description down below. We're going to go through it bit by bit. I'll offer my thoughts along the way, but it's pretty funny, I'll be honest with you, because this should not be happening to a year-old game. On December 14th, during Fallout 76's free weekend event, unknowncheats.me forum user ErectBan released a series of cheat scripts they wrote for the game on PC, allowing players to spawn weapons, armor, and other objects into the game. This release will most likely be hotfixed instantly, they wrote. Use the free weekend accounts to spawn containers, items, and create legendary equipment after you create your items. Store them on a mule account. Do this at your own risk. Now, a little while ago, Bethesda did crack down on people who were cheating in Fallout 76, and naturally there was some wrongful accusations, and players who had tons of hours in the game were getting their accounts terminated, or they were unable to get their items back, and that's sort of been the story for Fallout 76. So it won't be much of a surprise to see Bethesda get on top of this, but the fact that people who are somehow still sticking with this game have to deal with stuff like this is wild. Like actual cheats, hacks, people breaking into the game and dropping items like weapons, armor, and so on. It's pretty genius when you think about it, to create a bunch of free accounts during a free weekend and then just have people sign into them, take what they want, and send it to their accounts. Now, I think what Bethesda is going to be on the lookout for when cracking down on these people who are cheating is probably like mass duplications of items going from one account to the other, and they're probably going to do a mass sweep and just wipe out people's accounts and just crack down in a more severe fashion, which I think will lead to what I mentioned earlier, some people being wrongfully accused and playing the game fairly. But I think I'm talking too much. You guys want some actual, legitimate, physical proof of what exactly is going on in 76. So you know what? I'm not even going to preface what you're about to see. Enjoy. So that clip came through Bungo on YouTube. I'll have the channel link down below. His Discord was on screen, but my God, man. My God. I mean, it looks really cool. It actually looks kind of fitting, which is wild. I thought it would look more funny, but yeah, the Pridwin made its way into Fallout 76. It's actually insane, man. That's what's so fun about covering this game. You never know. You never know. Like, one day we'll have some good news, one day we'll have a nice patch, another day it'll be Fallout First and it'll be a catastrophe. Then you get a hack where a giant airship in Fallout 4 gets added into 76. Like, you never know. Isn't it so much fun? Let's get back to the Kotaku article. Now players have also managed to add NPCs to the game. In an email to Kotaku, Reddit user The Gemini with Fallout 76 group Dupers Are Us shared video footage of them and a friend playing with the Brotherhood of Steel soldiers, Queen Scorchbeast, and human NPCs they themselves had created. Their functionality is actually incredibly high, the Gemini said. They will wander around your camp while idle, and in combat, they will relentlessly chase their opponent, taking cover and retreating when necessary. These players have been able to use the hack to make NPCs that act like companions, protecting the player against anyone who might do them harm. There are a few limitations, though, the Gemini said. They spawn without clothes, and some without weapons. The sounds of the weapons they fire are sometimes replaced by the sound of turret gunfire, and they cannot leave your camp unless it's to hunt, down an enemy. But the Gemini is still working on improving the NPC's functionality, at least until Bethesda finds a way to block the hacks. The company's Wastelanders update, as we all know, is due out early next year, so it's probably pretty frustrating for Bethesda, and I gotta admit, I see this hack and I'm like, why are people trying to, of all things, add NPCs to the Wasteland when in just a few months, probably 2 months, we're going to see them add fully functional NPCs. Hopefully fully functional, I shouldn't really assume that much. But as you can see in this screenshot here, they spawn completely naked and they have funny names, like someone is named Wooby, another is named Preston Garvey. Funny enough, for those of you who have been following closely, back in January of 2019, players had discovered a secret developer room for Fallout 76 where inside there was an NPC called Wooby, so I think it's pretty interesting that they have that within their hacked NPCs. But I still find it a little wild why they're doing this. I understand the duplicating of items, legendaries, what have you, which will naturally create a balance issue for the game when it comes to PvP and for hunting down different enemies in the game. But here's a Reddit post from a couple of days ago that really gained some traction over time, highlighting why the cheat engine is really bad in Fallout 76. So it's titled, "The Cheat Engine Creator is a Joke on PC. Get yourselves together and invest in an anti-cheat system." Literally every other MMO has done this. Halo Reach for PC has an anti-cheat system, as I had mentioned in the beginning of today's video, and it is only a week or so old. This game is over a year, and the only anti-cheat is an overly stressed out report system. Met a group of 4 with cheat item hacks activated and had ridiculous rare items and items not even possible. The people who had items like Sun Mask, Jester, Goblin, a gun that shot confetti, fire explosive plasma, like the animation was fire and explosive, etc., were all nice people, but I reported them anyways. Why? Because the market is literally ruined and these guys will get minor slaps on the wrist and write, "I'm sorry, cuz," like you handed out when the game first came out. Fucking hilarious, by the way. What a joke punishment. Yeah, so if you guys don't remember, Bethesda forced people to write apologies to get back into the game. And some people thought it was a little weird, a little controlling of Bethesda. It was almost humiliating for the player just to, I guess, apologize, or at least that's what I saw personally. And so it's kind of funny now looking back on it because people are just like, whatever, I'll break the rules, I'll apologize, and then I'll go back to what I was doing. And so yeah, Bethesda needs to crack down a little bit more, especially when you're anticipating an influx of brand new players come Wastelanders, right? Like, I'll personally be coming back. That's why whenever you see a Fallout 76 video from me, it's not going to have Fallout 76 gameplay because I don't want to download the game. I don't want to waste the hard drive space. I don't want to play the game. I will wait for Wastelanders. I have no issue doing that, but that's when a lot of people, including myself, will be coming back. I don't want to come back personally to a game full of cheats, hacks, constantly breaking. It's almost terrifying to get invested in, right? Because if you're someone who's been open to Fallout 76, which I say I have been and many others have been, you see stuff like this and you go, okay, so if I do get invested, I'm probably going to get worked over by someone in the player base. And I know that sometimes with these online games, things are in limbo, things can change constantly, people are always looking for exploits and ways to break the game, and I totally understand that, right? Like, that's just sometimes the nature of the beast itself, and you can't expect everything to be perfect 24/7, although I will say in my times with like MMOs such as RuneScape, ESO, the Old Republic, I'm not saying they were free of their issues, but I never saw or experienced anything quite like this. Once again, could be wrong because it wasn't like I was a mainstay player day in, day out for multiple years. I dabbled in these games. I have about 100 hours in each of them, except RuneScape. I probably sunk over 1,000 in that one. That one I was obsessed with. But point being is I've never experienced stuff like this. So for a game to be around for as long as 76 has been, and for them to not act on the issues within game really is concerning, and it makes you wonder how many people are really working on 76 at the same time. Once again, it does highlight possibly that Bethesda Game Studios has spread themselves too thin and they can't act on all the constant issues plaguing 76, but yet there's a player base there, a player base that is making them money, so they continue to invest in this product because I don't think it was a high investment product in the first place, so Bethesda's probably in the constant plus with this game. Well, we have the new year coming up soon. Hopefully Bethesda can, fix this before they go on their holiday break, take some time off, clear their heads, hit the reset button internally, externally, whatever, and once 2020 hits, it's a new leaf, right? I know it's very cliche, but I'm a big believer in new year, new me, right? Like, I don't wait to start a lot of my new year goals. Like, I start them right away. I don't care if it's 2020 or 2021. I'll start a goal for myself to better myself. But I know for companies, right, they go in on like year by year performances. So maybe for Bethesda, they kind of threw the towel this year, right? I mean, not even maybe, they kind of did. They said, fuck it, let's just drop Fallout first after delaying everything. And so, quite honestly, I don't think they care. I'd like to see a better Bethesda in 2020. We'll see, though. We'll see. I don't know if I'm feeling confident on that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for today's video on Fallout 76, the latest and greatest in this wonderful world of Appalachia. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Are you surprised? Are you not surprised? Have you experienced any of these cheats or hacks? Let me know down below. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Those links are in the description down below. And a big thank you to all of the patrons who help support this video. Your consistent long-term support makes a humongous difference, and you need to know that. Thank you guys so much. And to those of you who have watched this deep, thank you so much for your time. I'll talk with all of you soon. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.